Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, Yasharala.
This is Brother Yasai.
It's your brother Magan.
First and foremost, I want to say call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, nails, and masters, great millstone, who rule well through the true spirits that be Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Wa Barakatham, Sa'i Sincere Akim, pushing the 100% truth with honesty and sincerity, man. Now today, through the spirit, we're going to get a cool lesson going into how blood shall pursue them that love it, man. And who loves blood? Esau, Edom, man. Those red cavemen love blood, man. The so-called red, they're red, man. But ultimately, they're known as the white man here, man. You know? Go ahead and get the first scriptures, man.
This is the first scripture. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 6. And it says, Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. And it says, See thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
So blood's gonna pursue them because they ain't hated blood. How did they get all this land and everything they got? They took it, man, with the sword. They killed everybody and took it, man. They love blood. Esau loved bloodshed, man. So guess what's here? They love blood. Blood shall pursue them. We'll get the next scripture.
This is the next scripture. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. And it says, He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
And the scripture say he said, I'll give the heathen for thine inheritance, man. Give us the heathen for our inheritance, man.
Man.
The Israelites, man. Go ahead.
From the top, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
How did Esau get everything they got? With the sword. So he's going to be killed, man. Destruction going to come his way, man. Because he killed with the sword. He took everything by force. With the sword. Because that was his blessing. Go ahead.
It says, Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Man. Go ahead.
This is the next scripture. This is Isaiah. So
good.
Isaiah chapter 63, and we're going to start at verse 2. And it says, Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that traded in the winefest like you. This verse 3, and it says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of people there was none with me, for I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury. And it says, And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
He's talking about Esau, man.
Man.
That's what he's gonna. That's the Lord get the bottom again, right here. For what he would do.
And it says, I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
So Yahushua is coming not to bring peace, but a sword. He's gonna get you fucking Edomites, you know. Because first, the judgment starts at the house of the Lord, man. The Israelites, man. The 2/3. But guess what? After that, it's y'all heathen turn, man. It's y'all turn, bro.
This is verse 4. And it says, For the day of...
we are getting first verse.
And it says, For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Redeemed is come. So
man. So guess what? Who's going to redeem us? Yahushua. And that day is coming, man. Hey, man. He's going to get Esau. He's going to get y'all ass, man. Best believe, man. But go ahead and get the next scripture.
This is the next scripture. This is Matthew chapter 26, verse 52. And it says, Then said Yahushua unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place, for all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
And Esau already has a sword. That's their blessing. But that also goes into, guess what? Any of you jakes who want to use their weapon, you're going to die by that motherfucking sword, man. You want to use that weapon to try and, you want to have a Israelite neighborhood watch, you're going to die by that damn sword, man. But go ahead and get the next scripture, man.
This is the next scripture. This is Genesis chapter 27. We're going to start at verse 39. And it says, And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
So the fatness of the earth, all these things of this earth, man. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked right now. Go ahead.
And of the dew of heaven from above. And this verse 40, and it says, And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
So guess what? Esau has broken the yoke of iron off of their neck from us, man. Multiple times, and right now it's off, man. And then guess what? Hey, man, that devil has been taking out the seal, man. And Esau Edom is back in power. And they're bringing back this Romanian Empire, man. But ultimately, guess what? They're gonna die, man. They gonna get destroyed, man. They were coming to that point in time, man. Because Esau, Edom, they took everything by that military force, man. By that sword, because that was their blessing. Throughout the countless times, the 4 times, they've always had that sword. That was their blessing. They got it in the beginning. Genesis goes back to being in the beginning.
Kind,
So that was the blessing they was giving, the fatness of the earth and the dews of heaven from above. So right now, go
This
ahead.
verse 41, it says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
So Esau hated Jacob because the blessing Jacob got was far blowing Esau shit out the window, man.
Kind, man.
Romans 9:4 tells you about our blessing, man. The pertaining of the giving of the law, the new covenant, all that stuff is for the Israelites, man.
Kind.
We're gonna get we're gonna get the ultimate blessing. The elder shall serve the younger, as it says in Genesis as well, man. That's coming into part, man. Genesis 25 and 23. That they're gonna serve us, but that ain't came into play yet, man.
Kind.
This
This is the next scripture. This is Malachi chapter 1. We're going to start at verse 2. And it says, I have loved you, said the Lord, Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? With a question mark. Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said the Lord, yet I love Jacob. And this verse 3, and it says, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Go ahead.
And this is verse 4, and it says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolated places. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation for.
So he hates Esau, and guess what? He's gonna bring them down again. And ultimately, he's gonna make us rule forever, because we're gonna have that part of that new covenant is gonna be new bodies that don't go off and don't sin, man. But guess what? Esau is being rebuilt plenty of times, man. Because this Romanian Empire is Edomites, man. Back then it was Edomite, Esau, man. They was ruling, man. And this is the revival of the Romanian Empire. This is that NATO and the EU, that new beast, man. They in rulership, and because who bring it up and bring it down? The Lord, man. And it's our turn to go up, man. Ratazawi beat of the elect, we're going to get beamed up, and we're going to get those new bodies that don't sin. So we're going to rule forever.
But this is the last scripture. This is Obadiah chapter 1. We're going to start at verse 8. And it said, shall I not in that day, said the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
So everybody, man. Even the wise man out of Edom, man. Go ahead.
And understanding out of the mount of Esau, with the question mark. And thy mighty man, OT man, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
So by slaughter, because since you love bloodshed, the bloodshed coming to you now.
Man.
Y'all love to kill Israelites, man. Y'all been doing it for countless times. Y'all killed everybody, man. That's how you took everything you got. That's how you got power, by that military and that sword and that military brute force, man. That was your blessing. But go ahead.
This is verse 10. It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
So that violence against the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, scattered amongst four corners of the earth, man. For your violence against the Israelites, you coming into America, taking the Gadites' land. For your violence, man. What's going to happen?
And it says, from the top, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, Salah, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
So they going to be cut off forever. After that 1,000-year period of them serving us, man, they going to be cut off forever, man. But guess what? They've bloodshedded all of us. They Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom, man. Esau has been doing this shit for decades, man. And now it's their time to get their judgment, man.
This is verse 11. It says, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners enter into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them.
Go ahead and get the next one. Just read on.
Oh, Salak. And in this verse 12, and it says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger.
So when we were forsaken, they were rejoicing that shit, man.
God.
And they paid so much billions of dollars to keep it hidden from us, man. But go ahead.
And it says, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
So they rejoiced at us when we was down, man. And Judah got past the Southern Kingdom. They rejoiced, man, when they was down, man.
God.
You know,
and it says, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Yeah, well, Esau is that proud man, but they spoke proudly, man. But guess what? They finna get it, man. Esau got it coming, man. Y'all love to shed blood, so now guess what? Blood shall pursue you, man. Y'all love that. Y'all took everything by that, man. Y'all swore by force. So guess what? That's gonna happen to you, man. But Ratazazas will edify one it off by saying, call the law, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh, Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Till next time, Shalom, Yasharallah.
Shalom.